the reaction of head teachers as far as this school improvement grant is concerned?
Yeah, thank you very much, Louis, and good evening, viewers. I would not call those reactions. For us, first of all, as implementers of the education policy, okay, you would agree that the head teachers are the sole implementers of the education policy. So that being the case, we are tasked with the responsibility to implement this school improvement grant, and of course effectively. So we don't have reactions. We have some queries about it. Like in some of our schools, we are limited to, the school grant is limited to certain things, and that does not include some of the major things that we encounter in our big schools, like Class B schools, which are found in the Greater Banjul area, Banjul and the Greater Banjul area.
So allow me to cut you. What are those
yes, I'm coming. They have said it cannot be spent on overheads. Like by overheads, they mean electricity, water supply. How can a school exist without water? Where do the head teachers get money to pay for the water bills? And for electricity, in places like, for example, Serekunda, in terms of security, if there is complete blackout, what do you expect the night watchman to do? Somebody can step in, a criminal can step in and do whatever he wants to do. So we are appealing that, those be considered, those overheads, that let schools pay water bills out of it, because children cannot go to school without water. Let schools pay electricity, especially in the urban area here. Because our schools, some schools are in a very, very dangerous locations, like Serekunda School, Bundun School, full of, I'm sorry to say, they are full of criminals around those areas. So, well, my friend, those are the appeals we want to make for the ministry to reconsider that. Otherwise, we welcome the school improvement grant, and I think it is a move in the right direction. The ministry has done very well to alleviate the cost of education burden on the poor parents. And we hope, it is going to increase enrollment and probably retention in our schools. So these are some of the queries we want to make.
Well,
yes.
I don't think electricity is only important as far as keeping away the criminals are concerned. What about children who like to go to
the school for studies? Very good, yes. So if we are asked not to pay that, where does the head teacher get money to do that, to pay that? And definitely those facilities are there. In some areas, children would use the opportunity to go to the school where they will feel, very comfortable to sit down and read their books.
Mr. Gomez, from MOPSI, what's the concern from
GTU and
the heads of schools?
Thank you very much, Mr. Mendy.
What's the ministry's reaction on that?
Well, you see, if the ministry has come to alleviate the parents of those costs, and again Mr. Sol is saying that let's meet and find out, they have a problem with the issue of implementation. You see, we don't want to contradict ourselves. We have come, the grant has come to actually alleviate, to help the parents on this cost. So if we still maintains that we have to pay, who's meeting those costs? I think it's the parents who's meeting those costs. And I think the grant is here to help the parents with these levies. Again, as I said earlier on, if the parents feel that they can meet the cost of the studies, I want them to, what the ministry's take is that let the parents organize themselves, charge themselves, and pay the teachers without involving the school authorities.
Okay.
But then, what we are also maintaining is that if a particular parent is not able to meet those costs, those costs that have charged themselves, that child should not be left behind from the studies. Okay? That's the ministry's take. Now, issue of implementation. Well, of course, the SIG is come for. Everybody, so I think we all go back to the drawing board and see what is best for us. Okay, well, but then that's the Mrs. point of view. Now, again, Saja, about the overheads, like water bills, electricity bills, and stuff like that. But we know that apart from the SIG, there may be other windows. And the SIG, if you look at what we pay for the child a year, 100 rices per child a year, in 3 tranches, 3 installments. If you look at Class A schools or maybe Class B schools, that's not a lot of money. Considering the expenditure we need to take on like school-based workshops, you know, at least trying to help teachers to be afraid with the teacher or to be afraid with the teaching method so that they can help students to achieve better. Then if you want to put those overhead costs, it may be expensive. The SIG may not be able to meet that. So that's why we said you have to draw the line somewhere. These are what they can be used for, and these are the things that they cannot be used for. That's why we said the SIG cannot be used for those.
So what about those things the SIG cannot be used for? Now, how is the ministry working towards making sure that those things are available in schools and the schools can pay, like electricity bill the school can pay?
For example, the ministry said that you cannot use the school improvement grant for infrastructural development. Yeah. You want to build kitchens, you want to build walls, and you want to build more classrooms.
And school need these things.
Definitely the SIG cannot be used for that because it's not meant for that. Okay? The second thing is said,
excuse me, Thomas, but in a situation where a school needs a kitchen, in a situation where a school needs a kitchen, how can the school build that kitchen?
Well, they can request to the ministry and say we need a kitchen. And the ministry can study the issue and see how they can get the funds to fund the construction of the kitchen. But if you want to use the SIG for the construction of the kitchen, I don't think there will be anything left again.
Yes, so,
Mr. Sayo?
Okay. Thank you very much once again. For us, we understand as head teachers that, I mean, we cannot use the SIG for major projects like construction of classroom, making of large quantities of furniture, construction of toilets and kitchen. That one we understand. Also, we understand that the SIG is not meant for purchase of large quantities of stationaries, like teaching and learning resources. But for me, my understanding and what I used to tell my members is that it is not possible for us to feed this school with exercise books. Provide exercise books from the SIG for all the children. That is practically impossible because that is very expensive. So parents have to take that. Parents have to provide uniform. The parent has to provide exercise books regularly for the child and pencils. And you understand? This is where it is important for a child to have a sponsor outside. Because there are parents who find it absolutely difficult to provide some of these things. Okay. So if a child is fortunate enough to have a sponsor outside who is directly dealing with the parent but not the school, it makes life easy for that child. Okay. But what we are saying here for the ministry, what we are requesting or appealing for the ministry to reconsider is most of these schools in the urban area here, have problem with water, even not in the urban area. Like for example, the school in which I am, there is a standpipe. There are 2 hand pumps, but all the hand pumps are broken down. Now the community is saying we should pay our water. So if I am not allowed to use the SIG, where do I get money? Communities are, yes, they are allowed to raise funds, but it is how many of our communities at the provinces understand that I should raise funds to go and support my school? Okay. Yes, very few people have this thing, understanding. In some places, people see school as a different entity. It is still, the sensitization is in progress for parents to understand that the school is theirs and they should stand behind the school to support the school. Okay. Yes. Okay. So thank you.
Okay. Karis, jang ibe siring ulo lalle fe jang. andu ifanambe busol l'economie alanko alka makmakol ke pour ka schoolol dema anin dindiwol